Welcome to the Neighborhood Series. My name is Sean Larson, real estate broker, presenting neighborhood tours to help you with your planning as you investigate different communities. If I can answer any questions for you, please let me know. Enjoy today's tour. Okay, here we are on Moores Lane, and we are going to pop into Montclair. I absolutely love Montclair. Since they first started this community, for some reason, it just feels good to me when I drive through it. So just for reference, this is just off of Moores Lane. It is in Brentwood. It is on the east side of I-65 in Williamson County. And Montclair is only about 1.5 miles or so from I-65, the entire Cool Springs area. So the location for Montclair in Brentwood is just awesome. A little bit of background about the community. It began construction in about 2003 or so and went through about 2010. It includes about 145 homes that range in size from about 3,000 square feet to 7,000 square feet, with the average being about 4,400 or so. Builders in Montclair include Weekly Homes, Newmark Homes, John Whelan Homes, as well as a few others over the years. You're going to see a lot of the exteriors are pretty common for our area. Brick is extremely popular in Middle Tennessee, as it is for most of the southeast of the country. And you're going to see a lot of blending with stone, and some of that's going to be cultured stone, which is handmade or man-made stone rather. And you're going to see a nice blend of that, just as you will through a lot of our communities. Interior, you're going to see a lot of large kitchens, and this is going to be in the age range or year production range where compartmentalization of homes in the floor plans kind of started evolving over into open floor plans. So you're going to see a little bit of a combination in there, maybe an evolution, maybe even some remodels where people have kind of opened some things up, but it's going to be a per home basis because, like I said, this was in that era where things started evolving and everybody wanted more openness between kitchen and living spaces. So you're going to see some of that in here. But other than that, you are going to see a lot of awesome features inside. You're going to see all the high ceilings. You're going to see granite countertops, large kitchens. No matter if they open up to living spaces or not, the kitchens are still going to be very large. You're going to see a lot of hardwood floors, large primary bedrooms and bathrooms, separate vanities, high ceilings, and high ceilings around here. Standard for the main level is going to be probably about 10 feet. You might have 9 or 10 feet on the second level. And during certain areas, you know, whether it be living spaces or foyers, you're going to see some of those pop up to maybe about 22 or so. The schools for Montclair right now are Crockett Elementary, Woodland Middle, and Ravenwood High School, which are all very close to Montclair. Crockett Elementary and Woodland Middle are also over where Crockett Park is. And that is where they shoot all the July 4th fireworks. It's where they have the summer concerts. I've got a video just on Crockett Park, so be sure to check that out. Some of the private school options in the area are going to be Battleground Academy, Franklin Road Academy, and Brentwood Academy. Amenities for Montclair are going to include the pool, a playground, sidewalks throughout the community, and then you also notice you don't see any utilities, and that is pretty common in newer Brentwood communities, that all of the utilities are underground. You can't help but to notice as well as you drive through Montclair that the streets are lined with trees. And with the era that Montclair was built, you know, they've had time to mature a bit. And in certain parts, especially that first phase when we drove in, you could see it actually started creating a lane over the road, which is just awesome. And it's just beautiful to drive through that. What's in the proximity of Montclair? You've got the awesome Brentwood walking and biking path. And if you've never seen that or never researched it, pull that up on Brentwood's website and just see how extensive that is. The bike and walking path connects everything from some of these neighborhoods over on Split Log Road. It brings you all the way up to Smith Park, Crockett Park. It brings you to the YMCA and the library on Concord Road. And that is directly accessible from Montclair there. So that is a huge benefit to this neighborhood. Has a lot of them in the kind of the Split Log Road corridor. Another thing people want to know when they're looking at purchasing homes in Brentwood and looking at real estate in general, where are all the conveniences? Where do I get my stuff? Well, like I mentioned, Montclair is only a mile and a half of I-65 and also the Cool Springs area. And if you're not familiar with the area, Cool Springs is just a section of Franklin. It's kind of brought that informal Cool Springs name over the years because of the Cool Springs Galleria and the previous historic home that was there on the Cool Springs farm. But that area has just about every consumer product and service you can imagine. So you are only 1.5 miles for everything that you need, including retail shopping, restaurant services. You got your big box stores like Sam's and Costco. You have your home box stores. You've got your, your Lowe's, your Home Depot. All of that is practically in your backyard right here in Montclair. People also wanted about medical when they're relocating to our area. Where is the medical? Well, your traditional medical dentists, doctor's offices, you're going to see those kind of scattered about. You're going to see those throughout Brentwood, throughout Franklin. Some are going to be in Nashville. In terms of large medical hospitals and such, the closest one is probably going to be Williamson Medical Center. And that is in Franklin. That is at the intersection of Highway 96 and I-65. If you need something larger than Williamson Medical Center, downtown Nashville, you've got several. You've got Vanderbilt Hospital, you also have St. Thomas, and you also have Centennial Medical Center. Those are only about 20 minutes or so, I'd say, in normal traffic conditions, barring any accidents or any rush hour. Another reference on location of where Montclair is, these are just some surrounding or nearby communities. You also have the brand new, at the time of this video, Prim Farm, which is going in almost across the street from Montclair. At this time, they are doing the infrastructure and everything on that. Homes have not begun yet. They have started selling, but they've not started construction. But that just kind of gives you a little bit of reference there. It's not too far from Witherspoon, which is an awesome luxury community in our area. It is near Crockett Park. You also have Somerset. You also have Ingelheim Farms, which is down near Split Log Road and right across the street from Smith Park. And then right there on the Split Log corridor, you also have other communities like Cross Point. You've got Northumberland, Morgan Farms, Glen Abbey, Allen's Green. It just keeps going down that corridor. What used to be a country road is now full of residential communities. Along with Montclair being only about 1.5 miles from I-65, you also have that easy connection for commuting downtown. And that it could be work related. It could be you want to go down for a Nashville Predators game or a Titans game or concerts down at Bridgestone Arena. So it's really easy to connect to places from the Montclair community. And that could be going directly down Moores Lane, and it could be jumping up to Concord Road and cutting over to 65. So you have several options from this community. We are rounding the main circle here, and just on the right, we've got the pool and the playground right there, so it's nice and centrally located. We're just going to pop in the parking lot here and just give you a view of how it's located. It's screened pretty well, which everybody appreciates, kind of the privacy while you're at the pool area, but this just kind of gives you an idea of where it's located within the community. In terms of those activities surrounding Montclair, like I mentioned, you have several parks. You have Crockett Park, which is where they shoot the July 4th fireworks, and you've got the summer concert series there in the amphitheater. You also have all of the sports fields. You have the soccer fields, football fields. You have an indoor soccer complex there on site. That is only within about 2 miles or so from Montclair. And going the other direction, you also have Smith Park, which you have walking trails through the woods there. They are implementing a mountain bike track or course there. Lots to do there at Smith Park, and that as well is only about 2 miles or so in the other direction. If you're looking to venture to downtown Franklin, Main Street area there, kind of historic Main Street, they have done an incredible job at keeping that to be a thriving environment for everybody. They even shut that down a few times a year for various festivals and celebrations down there. So you are not too far. You're only about 10 minutes or so away from downtown Franklin, so that's easily accessible and something everybody in our area enjoys no matter which city you live in. Again, as you drive through Montclair here, it's just awesome how they have lined these streets with trees. And every time I go in the community, whether it's visiting friends or taking clients through there or going on a listing appointment for somebody who is looking to sell, I'm always impressed at the trees that line the streets in Montclair. If you're just now researching Brentwood, you're going to find that most of the growth in Brentwood is on the east side of 65. That's where most of the property is, most of the farm property, and most where all the development can take place. You're going to find the west side, which is closer to Nashville. Most of that is fully built out. And in general, most of Brentwood as a whole is built out. So you're kind of seeing some more pocket-sized neighborhoods pop up because in the grand scheme, those are the only size properties that are left. So you're going to see some communities pop up that might be 8 homes or so. But there's really not a whole lot of Brentwood land left to build communities that are in the 1 to 200 home size. So we have made almost the full circle through the community, and we are heading back to the first circle or the first roundabout that we go through when we enter Montclair. So I hope this has kind of given you a good idea of what the vibe or what the feel of Montclair is. It's an incredible community. Every time I drive through here, I just love it. It just presents so well. But if I can answer any questions about Montclair or any other community in the Middle Tennessee area, and that doesn't matter if you are looking to buy or if you're looking to relocate or if you're a current homeowner in Montclair and you're looking to list your home, I would absolutely love to answer any questions and work with you if we can. So reach out and I will absolutely take great care of you. As we head out of this final segment of Montclair, you're going to see that awesome lane again with those trees that line the street here. And as we pull up to the main intersection here, that we are approaching Moore's Lane. So Prim Farm, the Cool Springs Galleria, and everything is just going to be to your left. And to your right, you're going to find Wilson Pike that will take you upwards of Crockett Park and North Brentwood there. I hope you enjoyed the tour. My name again is Sean Larson, real estate broker, and I produce this series to kind of help people understand the communities in our area. And that could be if somebody is planning to move and purchase here from afar, and sometimes it's just somebody local and they just want to learn more about the communities around them. I've got many years in real estate. I've seen a lot of these communities develop and build out. I've represented both buyers and sellers, existing homes, new construction. So if you have any questions at all, always feel free to reach out. I am more than happy to answer all of your questions. If you're looking to buy or sell, I'm happy to work with you and represent you in that capacity as well. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel and go ahead and make sure the notifications are turned on. And that way, anytime we upload more data, maybe it's community tours, maybe it's advice on the process, you'll get a notice on that and you can see the video on that as well. So my name again is Sean Larson, real estate broker, and I hope you have a super day.